Burn the ships to me has become something I look at every day. I literally wrote it on top of my journal. And if you're not familiar with what that means, there was back in like the 1500s when people were starting to try to populate the new world. There was I don't know if he was a conqueror or just an explorer, but he was a dude that had 600 men with him. Basically, they pulled their ships in to take over some land, and instead of leaving the boats in the harbor, their leader, Cortez, he actually instructed his men and told them to burn the ships, because he believed that if they looked back and saw the ships in the harbor, then they thought that there would be a chance of retreat. And as a leader, he didn't want them to feel like there was a place to retreat, that they had to move on and take the next territory to continue his quest with his vision, what they were doing. And I just adopted that as a way to say, Noah, burn the ships. There's no plan B. You're going all in. This music, your creative life, touring, the band, it's all that you're going to do now. So I'm actually working on a new tattoo that'll be popping up soon. But basically, that's what that means for me, is just we're all in. It doesn't mean that we might not ever shift or pivot, but this is the life that we've chosen to live and that I've chosen to take on. There's even a story that one of the guys spoke up against him and he ran his sword through him. I'm not planning on doing that, but it's kind of like, hey, get in the van and let's go do this. Let's make all of our dreams our dream and follow this thing. So burn the ships is something I just remind myself of every day to keep myself focused on my goals in music, my art, my life, just success all across the board. Not wearing myself too thin, but just really getting after what matters in life. And there's no going back. There's no retreat. There's no ships in the harbor, because we burn them. Burn them, baby. Burn the ships. Now I'm unmuted. Hey, what's up, everybody? Man, that video, we made that in 2020. It's inside of my fan experience membership, part of the video series I put out once a month. And every time I watch it, it's like, sometimes you got to make good stuff for yourself to believe in. I just get pumped up. Just wanted to share that with you. I'm going to be talking a little bit more about what Burn the Ships looks like in my life and my career. It's so good to be here with you guys. Happy Tuesday. I've been doing these every Tuesday since May of 2020 inside of my private group. Now I'm going out live. I'm out on the music page. I'm also out on YouTube right now. So what's up? Good morning, everybody. Leave some comments, man. I'd love to see where everybody's at. What's up, Eileen, Annie Hahn? Good morning. Good morning. It's so good to see you guys, man. I wake up every Tuesday energized and looking forward to this and getting ready for the day. And, sitting down, filling my planner out, going over my journal, my plans, looking at what's going on today. There's so much happening in my camp, and I hope the same thing for you guys. I hope there's tons of energy coming in at 2020. What's up, everybody? Where are you guys listening from? I'm gonna put my city, not really my city, but y'all know I always talk about from the great state of Brown County, Ohio. Drop it into the comments. I'd love to see where you guys are at. Big Ol' Family is an awesome thing, man. It's so cool to see people just like popping in, saying what's up. I'm here answering questions. I'm also excited because you guys know last week I launched my brand new coaching membership for independent artists. What's up, Eileen? Yeah. Where we at? Oh, Eileen's in the grocery store. We got Mooresville, Indiana. Great, man. We'll see some folks popping in. If you guys are on my music page, thank you so much for being here. Everybody inside the Big Ol' Family group, I love y'all. You guys got a special place in my heart forever. You know that. Forever grateful, man, for what you guys have done for me in my career. It's pretty powerful stuff. I was going back and listening to the New Year's Eve record that we recorded. It's all out on YouTube if you've never checked it out. And there's like 8 different states that came out that night and hung out with us. So I love it, man. We're small but mighty. I think we do dynamite well in this camp. It's just always such a blessing. It's always so cool to just know, like, hey, we're here. But yeah, coming up this week, let's get to it. You guys, I'm here asking, and I'm actually at the liquor store. Sue Hall, what's up? Annie's at the liquor store at 10 a.m. Watch out, Indiana. Hoosiers are on point this morning. What's up, Scott Payne up in Anderson, Indiana? What's up, Scott? Shout out to all my fan members. What's going on, man? I felt like I was. I'm gonna get into this. I shared that video. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what burning the ships means to me and my life and my career, both sides of the thing, man. It's all got to come together. But looking at what's coming up, it just 2020. I had my hands in so much. It was just making. Now I can see the envelope coming up, and we're just gonna start putting stuff out. And it's super exciting for me because I know where we're headed. It feels like we haven't done a whole lot. Excuse me, guys. Woo. Maybe I need to hit the liquor store this morning, Annie. Man, but this week, with 2 weeks, man, this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the Crooner Circus is going to be out on the road. So excited. About to head into school, but I'll be seeing you. Thank you. I can't see who that is, man. This thing's great, but sometimes I can't see comments. You guys have a great day at school, wherever you're at. Some of you guys know my brother's a principal, so I hear about that world often, and it's a crazy one. So you guys, to all the educators out there, my heart is with you. Last couple of weeks of school, man, I do not want to be in your shoes because they're like, kids are done, they're checking out. I feel like after COVID, I feel like we learned that we can just like end school a few weeks earlier because and get the same impact out of it. But yeah, what's coming up this week? Let's get into it. First off, you guys, this is 10 and 10. I jump on at 10 a.m. I answer your questions, 10 of your answers, 10 of your questions, 10 of my answers, and we'll just get into it. But this week, as I'm talking, I'd love to drop some questions, and then I'll rally back. What's up, Jake? Oh, yeah, brother. What's up, Jake? Have a good one, man. Nashville, I hope it's treating you well down at the Blackbird Studio. Another Brown County boy doing big things in Nashville. I'm so excited for you, man. There's a couple of us doing some great stuff in music right now, which is really, really wild. There's something in the water out here. Something in the water. But yeah, this week, the Crooner Circus, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, this coming Thursday. Join us, man. We're going to be on the road. The shows are only like an hour and a half apart. We're going to be in Cincinnati at Big Ash Brewery on Thursday. Friday night, we decided to take Crooner Circus on the road. Myself, Jimmy Klepper, Michael Moeller, Sunday Drives, Matthew Douglas Simpson, Brandon Gray, going to be out sharing songs. We got folks from every city coming in and joining us on the round as well. Friday night, we're going to be in St. Matthews near Louisville, Kentucky. You guys, if you're looking for something to do, man, check this out. Billy Brown, my boy Billy Brown and his dudes, the guys that play with me as well. Aaron and Casey and some of those guys, they're actually playing down on 4th Street. If you're looking for a great Friday night, I'm telling you, this is the package for you. They're playing down on 4th Street live down in Louisville. And then afterwards, come over to the Raven and hang out with us for the Crooner Circus. It's going to be a cool night. Louisville's getting hit with some Cincinnati Cats this weekend. Yeah, man, that's going to be an awesome time. Dave Ernst is going to be joining us from that area. And then Saturday night, we're going to be in Madison, Indiana, playing at a little place called Off Broadway Tap Room. And just doing the crooner, man, sharing songs, telling stories. It's one of my favorite things to do. And then next week, guys, in Cincinnati, we got 3 shows back to back. I've been saying we're going to come out swinging, and this is it. We're coming back. I feel like this is like our comeback because we have 3 shows in a row all around the greater Cincinnati, Queen City area. But I'm super excited. Thursday night, we are going to be in Smale Park, down awesome little stage, beautiful setup down in Smale Park. Friday night we'll be on Fountain Square, man. Queen City, right on Fountain Square. Friday night music. It's going to be an incredible time. I think Hickory Robot is opening the show. And then Saturday night we're going to be out east in Batavia, Ohio, at an awesome place. One of my favorite little spots to go get coffee. The Bean and Brew. So, man, that's 3 nights back to back. Come hang out with us. I guarantee I'm going to see some of you guys 3 nights in a row, and it's going to be a good time. What's up, Randy? Randy's down somewhere in the Georgia area. Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. All my members, we got our boardroom meeting this week. That's where we jump on a Zoom call talking about life, business, music, and more. I got some announcements to make inside the membership this week, which are going to blow your mind. And it's going to be a good talk. It's going to be a good one. I'm feeling it. Get in there, pull the layers back. We talk about business and life and all kinds of things. It's not about promotion. It's about my life as an artist, what the real underbelly of the beast looks like. But guys, I'm gonna take a little time, man. I'm looking. Let's see. Let's get some questions cooking. Oh, there it was. Jake Dyer was in there. Yeah, let's get some. If you guys have any questions about what's going on, I'm going to talk and share because that's what's up. It's the Noah Smith Tuesdays, 10 and 10. Maybe we should come up with a new name for this thing because it turns into 20, 30 minutes usually. I was following my buddy Stu McLaren, and he was doing 10 and 10, and I was like, I'm taking that completely, man, because it's a great idea. Just answering questions. I read a book. Man, it's upstairs on my mantle or by my bed. What is that book called? I can see the cover. Anyways, there's a great quote in it, but behind every question, there is an objection. So I love answering questions on here because it means there's something that you guys are curious about, or you're looking at, or you're seeing a different angle. I'm putting new music out this year. I've been launching some new stuff, diversifying as an artist, and just after 2020, if you didn't diversify, you didn't figure out another route. My heart is with you because it's been a painful journey to go out and tour and put out music. And we're coming out swinging. We got a lot of good stuff happening. I got a lot of buddies that are putting new music out. What's up, Ken Scott? But one thing I did in 2020, you guys know, seeing my members, speaking of Ken Scott, someone said stage at Smale, the one by Moreland Lager House, North Side. Yes, I have a map, and I believe that's where it's at. It's down by the Lager House by Christian Moreline. Killer little spots, beautiful down there. But yeah, what's up, Ken Scott? Talking about what's going on. Launched a membership, a new experience for music fans in 2020, and it really opened my eyes up to what's possible with just a small group of people. The big old family, there's 1,100 people inside the private Facebook group, and we can move some mountains when it comes to music. We can move some mountains when it comes to shows. We've done some really awesome things, and I'm so grateful for you guys. And then once I learned that I could put out a fan membership through 2020, I started taking phone calls and started talking to people. And just, all of my years touring on the road, I've realized that there's just a very unsettling way of doing business in the music industry. People always say in the music business is the longer word. So that's what gets more focus. And it's so true. We spend 45 minutes a night on stage, and we spend hours and hours and hours planning and promoting and putting the whole thing together. Any details? I keep getting interrupted by questions, so I either need to tell it to point or stop looking at the comment box. Let's get it up. Here we go. Any details on the North Georgia show? We are playing in Georgia on July 4th. So if you guys are out that weekend, man, come down. This beautiful, beautiful place. I'm gonna pull it up just to make sure I get this right. In Dillard, Georgia, a place called the Dillard House. You can look up the Dillard House. I'll have more information coming out about that. We're going to be playing with a band from Nashville called November Blue. Really excited to dive in. These guys, they got like this funky Allman Brothers, just awesome harmony, just powerhouse. These guys are really growing and doing some cool things. I guarantee you we're going to book some more shows because that's what we're doing right now. So yeah, July 4th, Randy, down at the Dillard House. It's gonna be killer, man. The whole band's gonna be down there. Eileen, I don't think you're too far. Hopefully we'll see you guys, man. Come on, friends. Come on down to the show at the Dillard House on July 4th, because it's one of the ones I'm looking forward to in the summer. We don't have a ton of shows booked, but we have good shows booked. I always say rise above the noise, man. And I think that's been the trick. Like, we can go play shows all day long. I get hit up by clubs the other day wanting us to come out and play for a third of what we normally would get paid to go share our art and music. And it's like, what do you want me to do? You can't pay my band. We're not going to do it. So if you guys know any bands that are out there doing that, tell them to stop, because I'd rather take a pause, get rid of music altogether for 6 months, and then come back strong, because it took us so long to build up this thing and to grow it. There's no reason to sell yourself short. I'm going to look right in the camera. I'm going to tell bands and artists everywhere. There's no reason for you to sell yourself short right now, because I'm going to tell you this. It's not going to go back. They're not going to all of a sudden say, hey, let's pay you what we used to pay you because now we're paying you less. It's not going to happen. So, man, it's not about standing your ground or being stubborn. It's about protecting your brand and respecting who you are and respecting the music and the community and the art. Because when you start doing that, man, if you look back in history, it takes a long time to change it. We won't be here when it gets changed. So with that point, I'm very grateful for the shows we do have. And I hope you guys come out, because the ones we have, man, we're playing down at Fountain Square. It's one of the coolest places in Cincinnati to play outside. Smale Park, Dillard House in Georgia. We got a show coming up later on in the fall at the Southgate House. Like, we're doing them right. That's going to be how it's done. I got some cool artwork that I'm going to be sharing. We've got custom show posters coming for these shows. We do it right, man. I'm just saying, like, you know, we're just not out there checking the box. We're out there giving you guys an experience every chance we can. That's what's up. Ken Scott said, any word I'm playing Batesville again. I'm hoping to come back to the Sherman House this summer. Talking to those guys. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Can't see who that is that said, hey, but hey, yeah, Sherman House hopefully is going on. Can't wait. We got good shows. Guys, I'm going to dive in and talk a little bit. I got some thoughts. I woke up this morning and, you know, seasons change. People come and go. Sorry for being late. Was recording another podcast. Hey, brother. I'm guessing that might be Simon. I'm not sure, but he's got a podcast. I'm on Simon's podcast. Got a podcast coming up. I got 3 podcasts that are coming out. I'm starting to do my own podcast again as well. But I want to talk about this right here, man. Burn the Ships. It's something that I write on all my notebooks. These are my favorite Moleskine notebooks. Don't buy me any because I've been gifted by fans and friends and family. I have a stack of notebooks this tall of these. So don't send me these because I have enough of them for now. Every time I'm like, this is my favorite notebook, I swear like 4 of them would show up for a while. But I write this right here because when I get in my journal and I start planning, I'm gonna show you, man. This is literally where's that? Here it is. I usually have it marked. I literally come in here. I don't know if you can even see it. I literally come in here and I write down my goals, man, and I revisit them and I go through 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, 20 year. And I write them and I rewrite them and I look at them and I keep in front of me right here. And when those change, I rewrite them. I love myself enough to go and I rewrite them out. So I keep these in front of me. Yeah, you get all kinds of notebooks piled up. These are Moleskine. I don't know what kind, but right here, Burn the Ships. I shared a video. If you're just jumping on, go back and watch right at the beginning. It takes about 2 minutes. I shared a brand new video about what this means to me in my life. And as I was getting ready, you know, getting a shower, getting cleaned up, ready to go this morning, and sat down, I started journaling, went through my planner, and this always sits on my table and it kind of looks at me. And I say this a lot, and you guys have maybe heard this a lot. But what this is, man, is, you know, I shared this in the video, but there was an old conqueror that brought his ships into the harbor as they were getting ready to go take on and take over some land and take over another colony of people. He ordered his men to burn the ships down, burn them in the harbor. So when they left to go attack, there was no retreat. There was no going back. They couldn't look back. They had no place else to go. There wasn't a go back and get on the ships and run away. So what that means is you're all in on that adventure that you're going on. And this right here, man, is something that, you know, I've never been a big person to talk about manifestation. I've never been a big person because I believe you still got to do the work every single day. I think healthy goals rule out any kind of manifestation that you have and reviewing them every day, which you could boil that down to manifestation. But I've also never been big on, you know, up until the last year or two of saying, hey, God's told me to do something, or I've heard this from God, or whenever I hear people say that, I think it's crazy. But one thing that changed because I've just never said, I thought it was crazy because I never spoke like that, but I've noticed that those words are starting to come out of my life. One of the key things that happened for me, man, when I really, really started trusting God to work in my life through the good and the bad and realizing the whole story, it's not just about forgiveness. It's about forgiving yesterday. And burn the ships is one of those things that I look at every single day. When I decided to burn the ships in my life and my career, my marriage got healthier, my life got healthier, my goals got healthier, my band got healthier. And man, it's just been a powerful turn. So I wanted to share this with you because I wanted to ask you guys this question too. Have you really went all in on yourself and your goals? Awkward pregnancy pause. Like, have you really went all in? Like we can say, hey, I'm going to go, you know, start this new job, or I want to get this new job, or I'm going to do X, Y, Z. But are you daily visiting those goals so your daily actions build up to what that looks like? And that's the difference, man, because for me, growing up in the music industry, it was always about, hey, I'm going to do music. I love music. We all love music. But when I started carving them out and I started writing down and reviewing my goals every single day, it changed my daily task. It changed my daily behavior. It changed what I said yes and no to. And man, I just wanted to share that with you. Burn the ships, man. If this is something that hits you and inspires you, it's time to go all in on yourself. There's no retreat. There's no plan B. This is it. You get one time. You get one shot to live this life. I talk about this inside the Long Cut Mindset, my new coaching program. And it's something that a lot of people say, like, I love music. I'm going to do music. But then they go to Target and then they waste 3 hours watching Netflix. And then they don't wake up early and they don't get their health and their habits and their decisions right. And listen, if you've made those mistakes, dude, we can sit down and have coffee for hours about sins and mistakes in my life. Like, let's do that. I'll have those conversations. Anytime you want to have those conversations, it hasn't been good. But if you can't forgive yourself, even just for yesterday, you're never going to be able to go all in on yourself. Burn the ships is all about not just saying, hey, I'm all in on myself. But as I was looking at it this morning, there's a key of this. It's about forgiveness, because you have to forgive yourself because you didn't make the right decisions. You have to forgive yourself because you didn't go do the job right. You have to forgive yourself because you did watch Netflix and you did sleep in a little bit. Those things are all okay. But I just wanted to share that, man, because this right here, any new music that you see coming out in 2021, my new coaching platform, anything that's going on in my career, it's all because I look at this every single day. I open it up, and inside of this notebook are my goals. What I'm doing this year, what I'm doing in 3 years, what I'm doing in 5 years, what I'm doing in 10 years. One of mine in 10 years is to have a #1 song, by the way. One of mine in 10 years is to have my own music festival, by the way. And if you can't recite them, if somebody asks you, you're doing it wrong. What's your top 3 goals? If you can't spit them out, boom, 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 you're doing it wrong. So here's what I want to give you this today. Get your notebook, get these out. I don't care if you're 20. I don't care if you're 30. I don't care if you're 45 or 50. You can change your mindset. You can grow today. You can forgive yourself for yesterday. You can burn the ships. If that's your family, if that's your career, if you're just a fan of mine, if you're an artist, it doesn't matter, man. This is it. I just felt led to really pick this up and kind of preach from the pulpit today a little bit. This book, man, this has changed my life. Seeing this, my identity changed, and went all in on God, and that just changed everything for me. I went all in on my goals. That changed my daily task. And it starts with yesterday. If you can't forgive yourself for yesterday, this is never going to happen. You're never going to get there. And I know that's a lot and kind of a rant, but this was just screaming at me. Like, I don't know if I talk about what this really means to me enough. You want to be an artist, man. If you ain't broke when you break in, you're doing something wrong, my friend. Get ready to spend a lot of money and hope and work and spend a lot of time building relationships. But the truth is, inside of the Long Cut Mindset, my coaching program, I believe that I've built habits and healthier ways to do that. So it's not just about, hey, looking around on the internet today about what everybody's doing and then going and doing that, or reading the latest trend or blog, or watching the latest YouTube video. But it's about really, really going all in on yourself, figuring out who you are, and starting with the foundation of you and building this thing, because that's why I'm still here today as an artist. That's why I'm still doing this. That's why I have new music coming out after a pandemic. That's why we're going to be touring after a pandemic. That's why Burn the Ships is why I'm not taking all the cheap shows that are getting thrown at me. I'm calling you out, music venues. Stop asking bands and artists to come play for nothing. This industry is going to survive without you. And there's artists like me that are down here in the dirt, and we've been in the ditches longer than you've even dreamed of. And there's a better way to do it. There's a better way to do it. It's time to change the conversation. Inside of my coaching, we're talking a lot about this. We're talking about what it looks like, never watering your brand down, rising above the noise, setting healthier goals. I'm so excited. I'm seeing people grow already from the brief conversations we're having. But yeah, man, a lot of you guys are my fans that come out and see me music. You never get to hear me talk about this stuff. This is the stuff that I'm obsessed with as much as music, is setting healthy goals and what that looks like. Daily journals. I have a planner that's coming out. I'm actually creating right now that I'm so excited. And I just dream of this time where it's like, my CD, there's going to be my CDs and my vinyl records and my merch on the merch table, but you're also going to be able to pick up my planner that's filled with how I plan my days, from top to bottom, how I start my days, how I finish my days, how I review my weeks. That's why I'm here, man. It's not because I got the best voice. It's not because, I'm from Cincinnati, man. You know who else is from Cincinnati? Charlie Hustle, P Rose, number 14, man. So it's all about the hustle. I don't have the best voice. I'm not the best guitar player, but I know how to get up and work. Cincy Music at one time said I was the hardest working person in music. I got a quote from them, and I was like, it's kind of crazy, but it's true, man. It's what it takes. And if you can't write this down today, and you're not ready to go all in yourself, then I hope you take some time and you forgive yourself for the things you didn't do, because it's not about what you're doing. It's about what you didn't do. It's about what you're not doing. You're not taking the time to go all in on yourself every day. Setting those rituals and habits in your mornings to set yourself up for success. I knew today at 10 o'clock that I was going to be on this thing. It's on my calendar, controlling my calendar. I knew last night that I had to wake up to get on here, to be present, to be fully. I got a mini trampoline in my living room that I do jumping jacks on before I come in here, because I want to show up for you guys, because it's the only way you're going to show up for me, because I got told I wasn't able to be on the road by this crazy thing called a pandemic. And I had a little bit of an identity crisis and went through a mental health journey in 2020. What are we going to do? This thing that we went all in, more than you can even imagine, that I've taken and invested and grown from and learned from, showed up, driven the miles, did the thing. People don't see this side of it. They just think, hey, I see somebody do this and that's how I got to do it. But I'm telling you, man, it's all going to blow up in your face if that's how you're building this, if that's how you're building your life and your career. You got to start with yourself, figure out who you are, and then go all in on yourself and burn the ship so there's no retreat. That's it, period. I know this is a lot and just kind of rambling today, but these were my thoughts. And as the timer was ticking down, I was like, I just got to be honest, man. Because I'm starting to pour into other artists and being transparent. I have a little bit of people talk about imposter syndrome. That's never really been an issue with me for music, but it is an issue with me for coaching, because I think, man, do I really know what I'm doing? Like, been doing this for 12, 15 years. Yeah, I tour around. Yeah, I've booked hundreds of shows. We've played some incredible shows with national touring artists. We've got records out. I know how to distribute music. I know how to record music. I know how to put merch out. I know how to market. I know how to run social media. I know dozens of people that can help me do those things. But do I really know what I'm doing? Like, am I going to be able to help somebody? But if I didn't forgive myself for yesterday, I can't show up today and be fully all in for you guys. If I can't forgive myself for the time that when I was 19 years old, sent $500 to a promoter up in Michigan because he was going to use it for a media blast, and that guy ghosted me and disappeared. Like, these are the things that are happening in an artist's life that you guys probably don't even realize. Like, if I don't forgive myself for that, if I don't forgive myself for bad business relationships that I ran into the ground and take total ownership for, like, if I can't forgive myself for yesterday, I can't be here today fully for you guys. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, man. That's why I shared that video. If you're just popping on, I shared a video. Maybe I'll share it again. I'll do it again. We'll end it at the end of this video. I'll play it again. Yeah, man, Burn the Ships will be a fantastic album EP title for sure. There's a Christian band. I forget who it is, but they got a song every time I look it up called Burn the Ships. Hey guys, I want you guys to do something right now. I want you to go to noahsmithmusic.com/careers. noahsmithmusic.com/careers. So anytime anybody in my band talks about, they're talking about going to do something else, or they're, complaining about their job or their day job. Sometimes you got to have a day job. People are always talking about, man, I want to quit my job. And it's like, dude, it's 2021, man. You can quit your job. You can literally go sell stuff on Facebook and make enough to cover rent. But anybody that's complaining about their job, this used to be a Starbucks link telling you like, hey, you can go get a job at Starbucks. You can get 3 jobs and do that. But people seem to say, I hear a lot of people say they want to do music just because they hate their job. And it's like, if you hate your job, quit your job. Because if you're doing music just because you hate your job, it's going to fall apart. But check this out. Give me a thumbs up or a laugh or an LOL, or type in Burn the Ships, actually. Type in Burn the Ships in the comments. Jump out of this window. Go to noahsmithmusic.com/careers, and you'll see what's up there, man. It's Burn the Ship. So if you're ever thinking about getting another gig, if you're ever thinking about doing something else, you can always pull that up. And maybe I'll just change it to Burn the Ships at this point. So it's a good little refresher for you guys. This has been up there for like 10 years or like 5 years. But yeah, I know I'm talking a lot. I know I'm just kind of going off. This wasn't a plan. I'm not teaching anything or coaching anything. I woke up, looked at my notebook, and I was like, I need to tell more people about this and what it really means in my life. Because you get to a point where this is what you're going to do, and you don't have to be all in. You can have a part-time job. You have a full-time job. Some people just want to do music on the weekends. Totally fine. That's your goals. Me and Brandon Gray were in the studio yesterday. We were sharing a little bit, and he's been a firefighter for a long time, full-time firefighter. He's going to be retiring a firefighter. His goals look different than a 21-year-old kid that's in college, no family. His goals look different than somebody that's been in a band for 15 years grinding. But if you don't forgive yourself for yesterday, you're never going to start with the foundation of you to build this thing. And these are just things that I've learned along the way that I truly believe this is why I'm still sitting here talking to you. And, there's not thousands of people on here, but I'm grateful that there's dozens of you guys hanging out every Tuesday. Always music, just waiting for my chance, but I won't stop playing. Yeah, man, hit me up, Jeremy. We should talk about your chance, brother. I'd love to talk about that, what that looks like. Quit waiting for your chance, bro. And let's go all in, man. NoahSmithMusic.com/careers. You'll see it. Burning ships. I'd love to hear what you mean by that, man. I'd love to hear. Share something in the comments, man. I'd love to hear about that. I know you're drumming, playing for church. Sometimes that's people's goals, and that's good enough, I think there's definitely a weird thing that we judge each other's like what we want in life. Some people just want to be home on the weekends and sit at their pool and chill out. And dude, I envy. Sometimes I wish I had that a little bit. 2020, I really enjoyed some of that. I learned that it's okay to be home. I used to hate that. Like, never would take a nap. And now I'm like, you know what? Maybe we'll take a nap today so I can make it through the next 10 days. And giving yourself that permission. I never used to go, want to just go sit and do nothing. And 2020 definitely showed me like, all right, there's some people in my life that got this figured out. Because you're a touring artist, your weekends, you really don't have any weekends. It's Monday night is your weekend or Tuesday night is your weekend. But Tuesdays I go 10 and 10 and hang out. Guys, this is just me sharing my heart today, if I'm being honest with you. I'm going through it. We're figuring it out. We got some great shows this week. The Crooner Circus, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. Taking this thing on the road. We had rehearsal last night. And next week, the 20th, let me make sure that's right. 20th, 21st, and 22nd, we're going to be at Smale Park, Cincinnati, Ohio, Fountain Square, Cincinnati, Ohio, and the Bean and Brew on Saturday. We packed that place out last time. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be good. I hope we'll see you guys on the road. Come out, come to the shows. Let's do a 6-pack. Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week. Who's going to do it? I see it coming. I can guess a few folks that might. Make sure I didn't miss any questions up here. Don't yell at me. It's all I had. Our coffees are gone. Are you drinking Mountain Dew? Annie Hahn's out in Indiana in the liquor store already. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jeremy, hit me up, brother. I'd love to talk to you about that. I'd love to see where you're at. I know you're buddies with Dusty. Dusty's been talking about putting records out. Let's get together, connect, shoot me a DM. Let's talk about what it means, man. It's good to surround yourself with people with the same goals and mindset. 100%, man. If you can find them, I'm going to tell you this, though. It's hard to find. It's hard to find people that are in your vision and in your line 100%. You can surround yourself by a good camp, a good board of directors. I think that's wise. But don't think people have the same goals as you. But you know what's cool about that? That's where it boils down. Everybody gets ahead of the game. Like we talk about, it's good to be. I'm gonna go off on this, Jeremy. It's good to surround yourself with people. Let's see this. Let's throw it up. It's good. I'm not getting on you, Jeremy. I think this is great, but it's something to think about. It's good to surround yourself with people with the same goals and mindset. Here's my challenge. The more I talk to people, I got a questionnaire out. There's 80 different independent artists that have sent me thoughts. There's about 20 questions. Jeremy, if you want me to send this to you, I'll shoot it over to you. It's filled with about 20 questions about your goals, your mindset, what you've done for yourself, what you haven't, where you're at. People that are at different places in their career. Here's the thing, though, man. I'm telling you, one of the themes that I see is everybody struggles with setting goals. So it's good to surround yourself with people with the same goals and mindset. We hear people say that all the time. I hear people say that, in church. It's like we're all in here together. Hold up, we're all human beings. First off, we all have sin and pain and decisions, and we have free will to make choices. in life. But here's what I'm going to challenge you on this. How do we know what goals and mindset other people have if we've never sat down with a notebook ourselves and got it out? Jeremy, if I asked you what your top 5 goals are, if you can't spit them out in the next 30 seconds without even hesitating because you know it, it's not I think these are my goals, but these are my 5 goals for this year, for the next 3 years, for the next 5 years. We don't do that work. And that's the disconnect, I think. That's the disconnect that, I'm still working on, even with my own team and my own band. When are our goals going to become our goal? So I want to challenge that, man, because I think it's something to think about. If you haven't sat down and went over your own goals, how can you find people that have goals like you? What's their mindset? I love the sentiment behind that, but that just struck me, man. So I'm getting back to that. So yeah, that's good. Let's talk, dude. I love your heart, Jeremy. You're always popping in, man. So I hope you DM me. Let's talk about where you're at. I think it'll be great. It'll be good stuff. Actually, let's keep it going, man. Always wanted to take the music and travel. Don't have to be Christian music, but I think God may have me going there. My parents used to sing and travel locally. I want to go beyond that. Dude, hit me up, man. I'm telling you, Jeremy, get inside. Visit this link, noahsmithcoaching.com, for less than $1 a day. It's $29 a month. There's some payment things you can do in there, but I'm telling you, man, let's move the needle. I think invest in that. Come in for 1 month. There's some videos as soon as you sign up. Jump on that today, brother. If that's a goal for you, always wanted to. These are action things. I always wanted to take music and travel. Always wanted to. Well, today's the day, bro. There it is. Maybe that's why I started with this. Maybe this 30 minutes is for Jeremy Lee. That's what's Lee Hoop. That's what's up, man. I hope you burn the ships. Come on and join us, man. There's some awesome artists that are already inside. We're going to have our first meeting coming up next week, and I'm going to be going live inside the Facebook group. We're going to be talking a lot more. It's time to do it. It's an action. Get about it. Burn the ships, my friend. I'm going to share this one more time. I like what you're saying. Hey, Kim, what's up? Hey. I like what you're saying about surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Yeah, I think it's Jeremy brought that up, actually. I think that's huge. But my challenge is how do we find people that are like-minded like us if we're not actually sitting down and figuring out who we are and what we do? And don't kid yourself, man. There's a lot of science behind actually physical pen and paper. Look at this. Noah 10 and 10. That's where I'm at right there. There's an actual science behind physically putting it down in pen and paper. That it's astronomical when you write it down, how much more you're going to do it and actually going to accomplish your goals. Man, Jeremy, that's got me thinking, dude. I'm gonna go off on that a little bit. I'm gonna start studying that and digging into that. Like, we surround ourselves with like-minded people that have the same goals as ours, but we don't even know what our own goals are. So you got to start with the foundation of you. That's good, man. I'm gonna be thinking on that. Jeremy, I hope you'll join this, man. Noah Smith Coaching. I hope you'll get in. I hope I see I see you pop up in my inbox that you just joined in the next 5 minutes, because I'm telling you, man, it's something great. When I was starting out, if I had something like this, dude, I'd pay $100 a month for it. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, it's worth that. The community, there's no shortcuts. It's called the long cut mindset. But the time and energy and headache that you're going to save by having a community of people that are like-minded, because our goal inside of this is to change the conversation and to win in both life and business as independent artists. Michael Hyatt always calls that the double win. It's the real deal. So that's my goal for this community of independent artists that I'm coaching and helping and learning. This isn't a departure from my own career. Dude, I just told you guys we got 6 shows coming up. But I'm going to be putting new music out this year. I'm going to be putting on new shows this year. We got some awesome stuff happening. But for right now, this time that I had through 2020, I really wanted to build this and grow this community so I could start helping other independent artists grow. I'm not at the top, but I'm not at the bottom, somewhere in between. And there's thousands of people that just wish they could be where we're at today. Our small steps are someone else's big dreams. Tell yourself that every day, and you'll be grateful about everything that God puts on you. I'm going to play this video one more time, and then I'm going to head out about what this means. Today, we talked about burn the ships. Share this with somebody that needs to hear it. Yeah, brother, here. I'll put it in the link, man. Noah Smith Coaching. My name plus coaching. I'll drop it. You should be able to click on that, I hope. If not, I'll DM you, Jeremy. All right, yeah, I'm gonna play this video again for you. Why not? We've had had enough people digging this. So, all right, guys. I love y'all. Man, I've been on here for 40 minutes today. I don't know if we answered any questions, but man, I got fired up. So I'm excited. I got a Zoom call I got to jump on here in 20 minutes. Guys, thanks for all the support and love on my on social media, man. If you haven't noticed, we're really churning them up and putting a lot of new thoughts out there. Launch something brand new. Don't be afraid to put out some new ideas. You don't got to get it right. You just got to get it going. And this new membership community inside Noah Smith Coaching, the long cut mindset, spectacular. Other videos just like Burn the Ships. There's other videos just like this inside of the membership. Check it out. You guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. Whatever you're doing it, just get after it today, man. I hope you can stay ambitious as hell. Be grateful for where you are. I am forever grateful for the big old family to be able to be a musician, be a songwriter, and God's given me some gifts that I get to be here and share with y'all. And it's going to be good, man. It's going to be a great rest of our year. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the Crooner Circus. I hope I'll see you Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week, 20th, 21st, 22nd. Smale Park, Fountain Square, Bean and Brew. We're coming out swinging. I'll hit you with a right like Kimbo Slice. All right, guys. I'll play this one more time. Burn the Ships. Peace. I love y'all. Take care. Woo! Where did my screen go? All right. I'll see you guys soon. Burn the Ships to me has become something I look at every day. I literally wrote it on top of my journal. And if you're not familiar with what that means, there was back in like the 1500s when people were starting to try to populate the new world, there was I don't know if he was a conqueror or just an explorer, but he was a dude that had 600 men with him. Basically, they pulled their ships in to take over some land. And instead of leaving the boats in the harbor, their leader, Cortez, he actually instructed his men and told them to burn the ships because he believed that if they looked back and saw the ships in the harbor, then they thought that there would be a chance of retreat. And as a leader, he didn't want them to feel like there was a place to retreat, that they had to move on and take the next territory to continue his quest with his vision, what they were doing. And I just adopted that as a way to say, Noah, burn the ships. There's no plan B. You're going all in. This music, your creative life, touring, the band, it's all that you're going to do now. So I'm actually working on a new tattoo that'll be popping up soon. But basically, that's what that means for me is just we're all in. It doesn't mean that we might not ever shift or pivot, but this is the life that we've chosen to live and that I've chosen to take on. There's even a story that one of the guys spoke up against him and he ran his sword through him. I'm not planning on doing that, but it's kind of like, hey, get in the van and let's go do this. Let's make all of our dreams our dream and follow this thing. So Burn the Ships is something I just remind myself of every day to keep myself focused on my goals in music, my art, my life, just success all across the board. Not wearing myself too thin, but just really getting after what matters in life. And there's no going back. There's no retreat. There's no ships in the harbor because we burn them. Burn them, baby. Burn the ships.